name?
Jan.
So hi, Jan. Nice to meet you. Currently, we're conducting a survey about the user experience of Microsoft Word.
Oh.
By continuing this interview, we assume your consent about recording and reviewing the footage later.
Yeah, that's fine.
Now we'll continue with the questions. So, how familiar are you with Word?
Well, I've used it quite a few times.
Can you tell us how often do you use it?
I used to use it a lot more, but now I use different types of things.
Approximately when did you start using the software?
Like when I was like 5 and I first downloaded a computer.
What were the motivations?
Well, I thought it'd be fun to write the alphabet.
The alphabet, could you describe,
Like I just wanted to do things on, like it's been a long while, but I can't remember.
How frequently do you use Microsoft in general?
Well, I have to use it for my programming work, Visual Studio and such, so I use Microsoft products regularly.
Could you elaborate more?
They're prescribed. I have to use them, so I don't have a choice.
All right. What is your opinion on the prices of Microsoft Word, the software?
It's like really expensive, and I don't think it should be that expensive. I think they just keep it expensive so you have to use a subscription and keep paying forever.
Would you prefer subscription or one time?
Well, of
payment?
course, one time, but they make the one time so expensive that it's just not worth it.
All right. Have you experienced any kind of problems while using Microsoft Word? If so, how many and what kind of problems?
Well, very regularly. For example, sometimes your formatting gets messed up, but it's not really clear how to fix it, and it's really frustrating.
Any other kind of problems? Or just that?
Well, sometimes it just doesn't want to open the documents. It's like if it's on a server or whatever. And
Is it just frequent?
It's frequent enough to be annoying.
Is it big problem for your? Is it a big problem for you to these kind of problems?
Well, no, I just avoid using Word because of these problems.
Alright, to the next question. What kind of improvements does Microsoft Word need, in your opinion?
I think they should make it like more stable. It should have less. It's like there are a lot of features, like the existing features. Just like they should maybe like stop adding features and just work on what they have and make it more stable and more usable.
What does come up in your mind when you say an improvement for Microsoft Word? Like, what kind of feature would you like to see the most in the next update? Or
I mean, like the program already does enough. Like, I just want to add my documents. I don't really need fancy features.
All right. 8th question. Compared to other documentation software, what are the good and bad aspects about Word?
Well, what's really good about Word is how compatible it is. Like even if the document was made like in a really old version of Word, it'll still work on the newest versions. And like computer Office suites usually have trouble opening Word documents. But of course, a negative word compared to other suites is, for example, the collaboration features aren't as good. Like Google Office, it has like working together built in, but Microsoft doesn't have it like as well integrated.
Well, what would you prefer more, Google Docs or Microsoft Word?
Well, if I had to choose, I guess I'd choose Google Docs because it's online and free.
Most of the time or all the time?
Very much. Like if it works in like a different Office suite, then I try only using Word if I have to, because of the instability and such.
Have you, we discussed that, have you ever used the online version of Word? You said that
Yeah, there's an online version, but it's like it's even worse in terms of compatibility compared to like Google Docs and stuff.
So how would you rate it from a scale of 1 to being very bad to 10 very being excellent?
Like, like 5. It works, but like it destroys the reason you want to use Word. Because
Mhm.
like if I just wanted to poorly open documents, I would just use Docs. But like the only reason you specifically use Word is to open Word documents.
All right. And at last, would you recommend Word to someone else?
No.
Could you elaborate why?
Because if other people stop using Word, I can also stop using Word because there are less Word documents that I have to open using Word.
And what would you recommend instead of Word?
Or like a free Office suite, like LibreOffice or
All right.
or something like that.
That's the end of the interview. Thank you for your time, and see you next time.
Thank you.